So this time it wasn't a soft lump. Tragedy kind of struck. I'm so glad I met him. There's just a select few, but kind of, they make all the drama. I don't understand why people think it's a good idea to bring this stuff to the internet. Hi guys, so it's been a little while. I have been trying to post regularly, semi-regularly, but there's been a lot going on. I kind of just wanted to do a life update and just a chill chat because you guys may have noticed, the more regular viewers, that I haven't been posting twice a week. If I'm lucky, I'm posting once a week. There's a reason. There's been a lot of beauty drama in the past month and I've been trying to stay away from it, but I've just got one or two things I'd like to say on it. But that is going to be at the end of the video. If you're only here for that, I will leave a timestamp. But if not, let's jump into a little bit of a chat and just a like random green makeup look. So let's get started. So I'm using the e.l.f. Putty primer. I literally got this yesterday and I haven't used it yet, so I just kind of want to see what it's like. It's really hard, that's what she said. But I heard Robert Welsh, which, by the way, I've got addicted to his content. Thanks Soph Does Life for introducing and getting him on my recommendation feed. Hey cutie! Yes, I'm just going to put this on the eye. There's a little bit of a tint to it. I feel like I'm having to dip my finger in a lot. I'm not excessively putting it on. Robert would not be impressed. His reactions. I'm going to make a video soon on Robert because he is brilliant and so funny. I know that he would hate me for putting powder on top of an eyeshadow base. I find this works better for me. I get a better blend. I want to do a green kind of eye look today. I grabbed my Smoke Obsessions palette. I also have some matte greens, e.l.f. bite size eyeshadow palette in Hot Jalapeno. I have my Natasha Denona. What the fuck is this one? Mini Gold. I also have some... No! I have eyeshadow all over my floor. I was going to say I was going to use these eyeshadows. Just give me a minute. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that I haven't been posting much. The reason for that, I don't even know how to start this. I have been physically and mentally exhausted really for the last couple of weeks. You don't have the energy to do anything. I'm not really particularly interested in what would normally interest you. Gaming, filming, editing, reading. Nothing would take my interest. I would literally do something or get prepared for like 5 minutes and then be like, do you know what, I don't want to do this. Oh, do you know what, I can't find anything to watch. Oh, do you know what, I don't want to play anything. I don't want to play those games. I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game. And I wasn't trying to be awkward because I was on my own. It's not like my boyfriend was like, would you just pick something? He doesn't talk to me like that, by the way. He'd kill me if people thought that. I'm sure a lot of people have had those days. My depression did rear its ugly head a couple of weeks ago. That probably had a lot to do with it, and I wasn't even sure why. Normally, I can tell when I'm going to get to that point. I can tell that I'm getting depressed. I can tell that I'm pushing my body too far. I think I might do a halo eye today. Just really struggling, and bless my boyfriend, he was so supportive. Like, I cannot thank him enough, honestly, and I know he's probably watching this. I don't know why it happened, what I said. It could just be I didn't get enough sleep. I definitely didn't have enough caffeine. I know that caffeine can really affect like my depression. I make sure I only drink 1 coffee a day at most. Hey! Cutie! One of these days he's going to jump into an eyeshadow. So because of that, I think at that time as well, I didn't have any videos filmed, which is one of the reasons why I did my hair video, because that's the first time I felt good. I felt like myself. It was also a video I've been meaning to do really for the last couple of years, but I knew it wouldn't really fit on my channel. I knew it probably wouldn't be a video that got a lot of views. It was just something that I thought eventually people may find it and it may be helpful to someone. It'll be a reminder, maybe for me, even in the future, that these are the products that you liked when you had red hair. Because, you know, I may eventually change my hair colour and then when I go back and forget. I got over that. Me and my boyfriend got through that difficult part. Then I find a lump. I've had a lump before. It was a breast lump. I'd love to start to normalise that talking about this stuff is okay. Being scared is okay. That's human. So I've had a breast lump before. but it was a lot softer. It felt like a fatty lump. I got it checked out just to be safe, but obviously this one, the GP was open because this was like, I want to say 8 years ago. I have no breast cancer in my family, so it's highly unlikely that any kind of lump I would find would be breast cancer. But it's not completely impossible. Unlikely, but not impossible. So it still scares the crap out of me. So this time it wasn't a soft lump, it was a hard lump, and it was painful. Like, that's one of the reasons I knew it was there. It wasn't just because I was checking that I didn't have any lumps, which you should do every single month, by the way. Every single person, even if you're male, every single person should be checking. Breast cancer can still happen in men. It was really, really painful. I was scared. I thought maybe it was cancerous. So I contacted my GP. Due to corona at the moment, they're literally all working from home. They asked me to explain it. I said it was about the size of a Malteser, which is pretty big for a lump, but it did come up quickly, which again is a good sign. So they said, firstly, it being painful, that's a good sign that it's not cancer. Secondly, got no breast cancer in your family. Again, it's very unlikely. We will give you some antibiotics, and if you see no improvement over the next 3 days, they'll refer me basically to the hospital. So after a day, it wasn't painful anymore. But considering I'd only taken 1 tablet, 3 tablets a day, but by the time I'd got them, because obviously I was working that day, and I had to figure out my pharmacy because there was a huge pharmacy mix-up thing. I'm going to try putting down primer for my eyeshadow to stick, because that's what Robert says. So by that time, I'd only taken 1. How can that already be the antibiotics? Surely that's doesn't work that fast. So I got even more worried because hard lumps that are not painful are likely to be cancerous. So that scared me actually more. My brain did a backflip, and rather than being yay, it's obviously getting better, it was like, well, now it's very possible it could be. My brain works in the way that it prepares for the worst, which is really fun for me. I'm going to use this on the outside. This is take 2. I might use this in the middle, which is Limelight. Oh, that's so pretty. It was a really scary time. And also the antibiotics had like really bad side effects. After about a week, it had started to get smaller. It hasn't completely gone or anything, but it did take at least 6 days to even start getting smaller. So it took at least to completely get over it. I'd say a week and a half. And then tragedy kind of struck. I don't show them very often. They normally sleep during the day, and I don't like to put bright lights in their face, but I have 2 gorgeous chinchillas. One of them got really ill. Had to take him into the vet in emergency hours. I will pay anything to help my animals. They're my children. It's like rushing your child to the hospital. You're gonna do whatever you can. It's very similar in a way to Echo. I think it's possible it could have been a tumour in her brain. The circumstances were very similar. They go downhill really, really quickly. He couldn't walk, couldn't eat. It was heartbreaking to see him like that. He was always so sweet, and he always came over and was excited to see me. He didn't like being handled. My chinchillas have never liked being handled because of the previous owners. I rehomed them 3 years ago, and they were already 7 years old when I rehomed them, so I knew I wouldn't get as long obviously with them. I'm just going to clean up this, and then we'll get on to the rest of the face. Using a new e.l.f. setting spray. Dry. This is the Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. It's really nice. The first ingredient is water, and then the second one is some kind of alcohol denant. So this is meant to be a long wearing one. I did look at my Catrice one, and the alcohol for the Prime and Fine, more lasting finish one, was a lot further down the list. I could see myself gravitating towards this because I've put this on a couple of times just to see what it's like on my skin, and not even putting any foundation over the top, and I've really liked it. I'm using my Phoera because I'm trying to use this up. Why do I use so much foundation? Robert Wells would be disappointed. Yeah, it's been a hard couple of weeks. Work's been pretty full on too, so I'm going to do another dedicated video towards YouTubers. I want to do one for Kathleen Lights. I want to do one for Soph Does Life. I want to do one for Robert Wells, which I already have put a ton of clips together for. I want to do Glam and Gore. I've got a bunch of YouTubers I want to do dedicated videos on. I think they're really enjoyable. There's something different that I hadn't tried before. It takes a little while to get all the clips. I'm going to use my pinky to get right in the corner. Hand is a mess. I'm going to do another series of all of the items I've tried of a brand, but the next one's going to be, I think, Colourpop, and that's going to take me forever. That's going to probably be 4 parts rather than 3, to be honest. Robert Wells would be rolling his eyes right now at the amount of powder I put on. He's so funny. Not only is he funny, but you pick up so many tips. His reaction videos, if you haven't watched Robert Wells, I'll link him below. Check out his reaction videos, they're brilliant. Ooh. I'm going to be doing a video, I hope, with my boyfriend soon as well. He is up for doing the boyfriend picks my makeup challenge. He has mentioned he's not up for doing the boyfriend does my makeup challenge. I'm so glad I met him. He's such a big part of my life now. Every time I sigh, he thinks it's a bad thing in my videos. Such an important part of my life. In the best way possible, by the way. He's changed my life so much for the better. I'm so much happier now. Even though I had a depressive point, that's just my brain chemistry. I'm going to use the shade Game Changer. This is by Colourpop, I think. I'm going to use that as my inner corner. I'm going to put a little bit of this green on my lower lash. I don't know what is wrong with this green. It's really nice. On the eye, it's beautiful. But the shade's like sealed. Can you see that? Put some mascara on, and then I'm just going to go through a few of my like frustrations with the beauty community. I'm using my Milani Sunlight bronzer. So there's a ton of drama in the beauty community. I mean, so much so that even my boyfriend knows about it. It's so frustrating. The beauty community on Instagram and on YouTube, it is massive. Like, there are so many talented, sweet, funny individuals. There's a select few. I'm happy to name them. I'm going to do a name it, shame it video. Probably get me in a shitload of trouble. But do you know what? They're my opinions, and you're allowed to say what you want. It's personal. It's not fact. It's just your opinion. And I hate that people think that they're not allowed to give opinions because you might hurt someone's feelings. Damn, people in my comment section don't give a shit about my feelings. I had some horrible stuff said about me in the past, you know. Someone take the bronzer brush away from me. I did my brows, by the way. I'm just using this to contour. There's just a select few, but kind of, they make all the drama. They make, like, that's all, what all the noise is. So that's what everyone thinks the beauty community is. It's not, even though I said about my comment section, but it's a rare few. There's so much positivity in the beauty community. And whether it be for learning new techniques and skills, whether it just be sharing your artistry, whether it be sharing your personality, so much good. And topping my bronzer with the Sunkissed, Pretty Sunkissed bronzer. It's just like a little sheeny, and I really like this on top of my bronzer. Just like a little bit, just to give me a little bit of glow to the skin. Yeah, I want to use On the Cusp by Colourpop. Oh, this is still so creamy. I don't know, to me it's just so disappointing that people can't see through the bullshit, and because of that, it affects the whole community. And what's frustrating as well is these people, I feel like they get off on the drama. Otherwise, no one's buying their products, or people forget about them, or they're out of the limelight. I'm just going to take a little bit, just a tiny pinch of my inner corner highlight, just to give it the similar kind of feel. Just so it ties into the inner corner a little bit. I have this blush, or I have this blush. I want to do this one. I haven't used this in ages. It's very warm. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. I've had enough of this crap. The last thing I just wanted to mention, again around these kind of YouTubers that think bringing stuff onto YouTube, onto Twitter is like a good idea. If it's a legal case, maybe keep that to yourself. I don't understand why people think it's a good idea to bring this stuff to the internet. Once it's out there, it is out there forever. You can't take it back. I don't give a shit how many apology videos you put out there. I'm not saying you're not human. I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes. I'm just saying that people don't have to forgive you. Just because you apologise doesn't mean that every single person has to forgive you. It's almost like if you have a friend that burns you once and then burns you again and again and again and again, you're going to end up cutting that person out of your life because you don't want that toxicity there. I don't know what lip to do with this. Do I do a nude? Do I do a green? Let's see what a green looks like. With the NYX Suede Matte Lipstick in Shake That Money. Oh, that's too dark. Nope. I'm gonna lip line with the Gigi Hadid. I want to say McCall. No. It doesn't go. Save me, Anastasia. It looks exactly the same. I'm gonna find one that works. The Essence, This Is Me in Legendary. Oh, so I'm finished with a little bit of setting spray. Even though I'm gonna take this off in like 20 minutes. This is the finished look. Full coverage foundation, super lime green halo eye, and a very nude lip. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit more of a chit chat kind of thing, but you guys seem to like those every now and again. If you want to see the like name and shame of YouTubers, I'll definitely do that. I think opinions should be allowed to be voiced, whether they're positive or negative. There's some YouTubers I don't trust. Well, there's a bunch of YouTubers I don't trust. There's YouTubers that I think are quite self-centered or narcissistic. I'm gonna hold back. Was like so sensitive. I'm not being funny. If you engage in the behaviour, you'll reap the consequences. That's what Dr. Phil says. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a big like if you did. Subscribe if you feel like it. I would really, really appreciate it. We're over 400 subscribers now. Like, what? Thank you guys so much for helping me hit 400. I didn't actually think I'd get over 200. I've been on YouTube since 2017 and it's taken me a while to gain a little bit of momentum. I'm so happy with the content I'm putting out. I so appreciate you guys for coming back to watch it and, you know, just see what the hell I'm up to or what the hell I'm reviewing. Thank you so much. I genuinely appreciate it. But if you would like to be following me on Instagram or Twitter, I do still leave my Twitch, but I'll be honest, I'm too burnt out to play Twitch at the moment. There's no games that I'm like really excited for. If you want to follow me on any of those, my socials are always in the description below. I really hope to see you all very soon in the next video.